Hey guys, Ben Beck here for Next Level Radio, bringing you once again another guest spotlight. This time around, Adam and I had the opportunity to speak with the beautiful and talented Claire Coffey from the NBC show Grimm. We spoke to Claire about her character on the show, as well as much, much more. We want to keep this short and to the point because we want you guys to be able to get to the interview. Adam and I, we really enjoyed this interview, probably the biggest interview we've done yet for this radio station, but of course we expect much, much more. We actually hope to speak to Claire again a little bit later on down the road, but in the meantime, if you want to follow Claire, you can check her out on Twitter. Follow her at Claire Coffey. Check out her website, www.clairecoffey.com. And of course, we want you to check out Grimm every Friday night, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central. In the meantime, check us out, www.nextlevelradioonline.com. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, or give us a like on Facebook. Follow us everywhere you can. And in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy this interview with Claire Coffey. All right, hey everybody, Ben Beck here for Next Level Radio, joined as always by my co-host Adam Gorey. Tonight we bring you another awesome guest spotlight, and tonight is extra awesome, mainly because I know I'm a fan of this person and the show that she's on. You've seen her on shows such as Franklin and Bash, The West Wing, CSI, and Psych, which was another one of those shows that I loved. However, currently you can catch her every Friday, 9/8 Central on NBC's Grimm. Please welcome to the show, Claire Coffey.
Thank you so much. That was an incredibly warm welcome, and I appreciate that.
That's no problem at all. So how are you tonight? We got to ask that first, of course.
Very well. I am in LA because I have to have knee surgery tomorrow, so I will not be doing that awesome soon, but then really awesome in about 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, like ACL surgery?
Meniscus, actually. I've had the same surgery done twice before on the knee, but actually Bree on the show, who plays Rosalie, her husband is an orthopedic surgeon, so he is going to be doing the surgery.
Oh, that's a convenient connection to have.
Very, very.
All right, now let's start off talking Grimm for a few minutes. For those of our fans that are listening right now who have never seen the show, explain a little bit about what the show is about and who your character is when it comes to the show.
Sure, yeah. The show basically asks, what if the Brothers Grimm were not writers, but they were profilers? So all the stories that they've written over the years were profiling these creatures that they, and only they could see, these descendants of this long line of Grimm. So they can see, lurking amongst the humans that you see on the Earth are some that have, I don't even know if it's you haven't really established whether it's a genetic mutation or what it is that causes them to express these kind of animalistic sides. And my creature, so I'm a witch, a hexen beast, and she initially came on the show as kind of like a henchman for the captain working for the royal family. This is getting more and more complex. I realize now it's hard to kind of concisely describe what's been going on, especially with my character.
Yeah, because I remember... sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I remember in season 1, because as I said, I'm a fan of the show, your character really wasn't... you were obviously you were a big part of the show, but you weren't as big of a part as the show as you are now.
No, I mean, yeah, I was a pretty small part of the show. I came in to cause a little trouble here and there.
Yeah.
And then I had my powers taken away from me by Nick, the Grimm, because I was trying to kill his aunt, and just after his family line in general.
Yeah.
But we found out in season 2 more about this royal family who is controlling the Vessan population, but there is a resistance trying to stage a coup of this royal family. So there's a few different sides that people are working for.
Yeah. I mean, I as a fan of the show, as I said, as I watch it, it's definitely combines a bunch of different genres together. It's fantasy, it's drama. There's some comedic elements in it, and there's a lot of police procedural
right, yeah, it's sort of like CSI Monster.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of. It's the Grimm's Fairy Tales meets CSI. That's exactly how I classified it when I first started watching it. And with a show like this, the majority of the episodes go a lot into the background, explaining everything. And I was going to ask you, like, how your character has progressed over the past 3 seasons, but you actually just told us that a little bit about that. So
I think, that the most interesting thing for me has been her motivations have shifted. Whereas before, she's working for this larger organization and she wants to do a good job, but it's mostly just like this motivated by pure evil or just evil intention. And now, she had this baby that she developed feelings for, as you do as a mother. And that is now her driving force. And so it's interesting for me because it's a lot easier to justify what she does because she's doing it to get her child back. And now in these last 2 episodes where Nick and the gang have taken her child and led her to believe otherwise, I think the lines between good and evil are getting even more gray.
Yeah. And season 3 is now kind of winding down a little bit. With only 3 episodes left, what kind of can we expect between now and the finale to happen?
You can expect a whole lot of crazy insanity to happen, actually. It's, Adalind now, she's trying to get her baby back. She definitely employs some of the most evil tactics she's used, and she's kind of backed up to her old tricks, I would say. But definitely season finale leaves pretty much everyone rocked.
Well, I know, recent years, because of CGI becoming so prevalent, a lot of shows and films have to add effects in, after filming's done, and Grimm obviously is no exception to that with, the powers and everything. What are some of the challenges that, present itself when acting in scenes where you basically have to, use your imagination because the special effects are added later on?
It's a good question because I think, for us, like the voguing is the main thing, and it's pretty fun and funny on set because we're all just kind of like growling at each other, me and Sasha especially. But I think it's the same level of imagination it takes for, you get on a set and I'm at Nick and Juliet's house and it's a set, and there's camera guys right in front of my face. So it's no bigger leap than believing that the camera guys aren't there and that this is an actual house. It's kind of just the same sort of muscle being used.
Now, production for the season is completed already, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I know you said you have your knee surgery coming up, so you're going to be staying out on the West Coast for a while. If you didn't have that surgery coming up, would you have stayed in Portland or would you have gone home to San Francisco?
Yeah, I would have stayed in Portland. I don't live in San Francisco. My husband, we lived in New York and now we're based in Portland.
Oh, okay.
But he is a musician, so he tours all year. So the hiatus is a good time to kind of catch up with him wherever he is out on the road. So okay. I did a little bit of that already, and Portland is now home base.
Okay. You just got married back in December too, right?
I did.
What's that been like so far? How's it been going?
It's pretty great. Yeah, marriage is awesome. I definitely recommend it.
I can attest. You guys go anywhere good on your honeymoon or anything like that?
We are finally going on our honeymoon actually in June.
Where are you going?
We are going to France.
Oh,
yeah, we're going to go
wow.
to the Northern Rhone region, do some wine tasting, and then Paris for a few days.
Very cool. Now, I mean, you said you don't live in San Francisco anymore. Obviously, now you're in Portland. But being from San Francisco, and I have read that you are a fan of the 49ers. Do you get to go to a lot of their home games?
I don't. Yeah, no. There was a friend of mine has season tickets and is always like, yes, come down. But because of the shooting schedule, it's just so tricky.
Yeah.
And then there was an opportunity to go to a Seahawks game, but I was so freaked out to go to the Seahawks territory.
It can get dangerous.
Yeah, but I watched from the comfort of my home with my flat screen HD TV.
That's some of the best play. That's usually where I watch football too. It's safer.
It is. It's safer, much
cheaper.
That's true.
Now, you run your own website, being a football fan and a fan of music. You run your own website, correct, too?
I do. I don't post very often. I do in season. I did some videos and stuff, and now I'm using my website just to kind of post whatever I've got going on that's not specifically, Grimm, because obviously you can catch Grimm anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to get on that and figure out what my website. Maybe I'll do that while I'm recovering from surgery.
You'll have
figure out what I can offer to the world besides being a witch.
Now, had you not gotten into acting, would writing be something you have wanted to have done?
Yeah, when I went to Northwestern, I started in the journalism program. I'd done theater since I was 5, and I thought, I'll do something more practical. But obviously, journalism is no more practical than acting. So I transferred back into the theater program by the end of my freshman year because I just missed it too much. But I did like writing in that way. I think I'm a far better editor of other people's writing than I am a writer. But I liked working for the paper. But yeah, I don't know what else I would do.
Well, now, yesterday on your, you say you don't post much, but yesterday you posted a music video you were in for Black Prairie, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How did you get involved in that? Was that, your husband being a musician? Was that through that?
Yeah, he's buddies with those guys. They're a few of the Decemberists, a few of the band members of the Decemberists have their side project is this sort of, folk bluegrass Americana band, and they're all based in Portland. Really good guys. So
it's a funny video.
I did that. It is a good job.
If you get a chance, check it out, clairecoffey.com for sure.
Now, one question I'd like to ask too is just from different things that we've read about you, I'm wondering if you would consider yourself a little bit of like a guy's gal, mainly because, as we mentioned, you're pretty big into football, and from what we've read, you're pretty big into like sci-fi and films and television and things like that too.
I guess that's good. I don't know if it's the sci-fi stuff. When I go to the cons, there's definitely as many girls as guys, but I see where you're coming from. I don't know. I don't have any guy friends. I have girlfriends, my best girlfriends, and then actually a couple of my husband's best friends are now my friends, but they're more like brothers than buddies. So I don't know. I don't know. I think that's kind of the thing that other people say about you and you can't really say about yourself.
Yeah.
You're I'm awesome. I'm sort of just cool all the time. Yeah.
When you go to the cons, do you get the chance to walk around, or do you just stay and do the panel?
Like when we went to Comic-Con, it was crazy. There's no time to walk around. But I'd been to Comic-Con before without a show. I got to walk around. But now, like the Comic-Con in San Diego, it's so massive.
Oh, it's become huge.
It's super overwhelming. But I went to Dragon Con last year, and that was a trip. And it's fun. It's just fun that they even exist. And it's interesting because when I was little, I watched Star Trek and the jets, anything about space that I could get my hands on, or the future. And now it seems like all that stuff is really into the mainstream, or maybe it's just there's something for everyone. But it's interesting how that's kind of taken hold.
No, it seems like the nerd culture has come a little bit to the forefront, and it's kind of okay to be that way now. Whereas
which means like, well, who are the nerds? Are the jocks the nerds now? Maybe.
I think they could be in some way if you look at it. But I mean, I can imagine it would have to be kind of cool going to Comic-Con before you had a show, and then actually getting to go there as a panelist. I mean, I can only imagine what that would be like.
I said, like, when I went, if only I could come back with a show. Like, I wish I could just do a show, a fantasy show. I said that, probably out loud, too. And then to actually get to do it was sort of mind-blowing. And the panels are my favorite things to do of anything. The fans, like, and you guys included, obviously, like, the people who watch our show, everyone's super smart and, really fun and funny and great to talk to, and they always have good questions. And, that's the best part, for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned you like Star Trek and stuff. What other kinds of, like, TV shows and stuff do you watch, like, sci-fi-wise?
So TV shows
or
right
fantasy,
now. Yeah, fantasy. Like X-Files is too scary for me always. But I'm a big fan of Orphan Black right now.
I've heard that's good. I still need to check that out.
You should. It won't take it. You just give it 2, and then you'll watch the rest of the season in 2 nights, like I did. And there's only I think 13 episodes. It's on it's BBC America actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sherlock. Speaking of BBC America.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking Orange is the New Black. I'm getting my
that's good too. That's good too. Orange is the New Black. Yeah, it's worth it.
I gotta ask.
I think
Go ahead.
Keep going.
No, please.
No, I was just saying, like, I think I like a lot of disaster, sort of end of the world scenarios, disaster kind of things.
Have you ever seen Jericho?
I did watch Jericho for the season. Yeah. Because
that was kind of a little end of the world-ish. That was, the country shut down mainly because of the nuclear bombs and such.
Yes. So. And there's a show coming out. I watched the pilot for, is it Amazon, I think? Amazon. Chris Carter's doing a new one about the end of the world with these creatures. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I was mixed on the pilot, so we'll see.
Okay. I gotta ask too. You mentioned BBC America with Orphan is the New Black and Sherlock. Are you a Doctor Who fan at all?
I am. Yeah, I'm not up to date, but I am excited about Peter Capaldi because I watched In the Loop and The Thick of It. I watched some of that, and he's really, really funny, and I think he'll be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And
that too.
I liked David Tennant so much, and I was like, oh, this new Joker, and then I loved it even more, and so
Yeah, I was the same way.
It's always a bummer when they're gone. But.
Well, I mean, I could sit and talk to you about Doctor Who and all that stuff all night, but I know we gotta get started wrapping things up. But before we end, we always like to end our interviews with what we call our rapid fire. Basically, Adam's just going to ask you a couple questions. They're quick questions, so just answer with the top of your head. You don't really have to go into much detail about any of them.
Okay.
All right, first one up. What's your favorite guilty pleasure music that you like to listen to?
Show tunes.
And if you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
Someone who researches diseases, like who gets the infectious diseases where you have to wear the suit and get hosed down after you work with them.
Is that the simple reason why you want to do that, so you get to wear the suit?
I don't even know what it is, because I'm not someone who really enjoys danger. But there's something about that I find super interesting.
All right, in honor of Grimm, what's your favorite fairy tale?
I think Hansel and Gretel.
Did you see the newer movie that came out with it?
I didn't. It just looked
it didn't look that good.
Silly. Yeah.
Last one. Who's been the most influential person in your life?
Probably my mother.
All right.
Well, Claire, thanks again for spending some time with us tonight and allowing me to nerd out with you at least a little bit.
Oh, of course. You guys are great. Anytime.
It's been a lot of fun. We encourage everybody out there to follow Claire on Twitter @ClaireCoffee. Check out our website, www.clairecoffee.com, when she gets the chance to update it. And, of course, watch Grimm every Friday night on NBC, 9/8 Central. Claire, thanks once again for joining us tonight.
My pleasure.
Check us out, www.nextlevelradioonline.com, and we will see you next time, guys. Take care.